Well, the Art Lab's a not-for-profit, and we're in the south part of St. Anthony, but we pretty much take care of artists' needs from about Pocatello up to Island Park. And the main purpose is in our mission to have people have a place to come and engage in the arts any day and get it part of their daily life. So that's why we have the labs, which is why we call it the Art Lab. You can come and rent equipment and actually use the space to create with our equipment. We had an original idea of trying to get a school bus, and we thought we would just take it to the schools because arts aren't integrated into our schools very well here. Fremont County has a problem getting the funding for items like that aren't, you can't really test art. And so our idea was to get a school bus and have that go to the schools, but the interest was to have more of a creation space. So it started with a small building at the main intersection of town, and we expanded within the year, and now it's 5,300 square feet. So it kind of, the market kind of demanded that it get bigger, and we went with it.
Well, when you're involved with the arts, it's important to advocate for the arts, and so in order to do that better, I'm involved with the Idaho Commission on the Arts Change Leader Program, and so what I do is I go around once a year in Boise. We have an institute where we train professional development for art leaders around the state, and it builds the network and creates a stronger voice to advocate for the arts.
Well, the Art Lab concept is really unique around here. You're more in art organizations, they're usually art councils, and they're just places to exhibit art. There aren't as many places to actually create the art. And so I did research through Colorado. I visited 23 art centers to find a way we could do this in a small rural town. Especially rural towns need a place to go do things.
As an artist, you have to wear a lot of hats, and some of the hats involve working here at the community center, working out in the community, working with our, closely with our city council members and mayors, and also working with our school districts, to make sure that art is advocated for as a line item budget for the schools, so that they keep art as part of the core curriculum. The most important reason that we go out and advocate for the arts is because art is a humanity, and that's what makes us human, and that's what identifies our culture, and it identifies us as a society. And so our art is really a reflection of who we are, and so when we advocate for the arts, we're advocating for a better self. One of our teachers that came and taught said something that was very profound, and he said, if you don't teach what you know to somebody else, that knowledge dies with you. And so I kind of like that philosophy, that by sharing what I know, I'm passing on, love for art and a passion for arts. Coming to the Art Lab is a way that you can engage in the arts as part of your daily life. And what the arts do for you is it allows you to engage in lifelong learning. And we're humans, we have wonderful brains, and we should take advantage of all the opportunities to learn. And that's what the Idaho Art Lab is for this community. It's a wonderful place to make arts part of your daily life.
As a nonprofit, we're able to take donations in and give that person a tax break based on the value of what they donate. So that's been huge. We've also had certain donors, individuals who've donated money, and then we've been able to go to the BYUI surplus and purchase like your sign shop. So a donor from Alaska helped us purchase the sign shop of BYUI, and that brought in vacuum forming, vinyl baking, and screen printing. And then people will donate things if their relative passes away and they might have been an artist, and what do I do with all these oil paints and canvases? So it's been a strange grassroots, it's from so many different directions. There are little miracles that happen all the time. So it's making it work.
I think the one thing you could take away from this is that you can make a difference in your community. And if the community doesn't have what you want or expect, then you can be the one to go out and make that change and advocate for that. And one of the great things about the arts and the visual arts is that studies have shown that children who go to like art academies and stuff like that, they feel empowered that they have that power to make a change in their community. And so so we're making that change, and hopefully we can inspire some people to advocate for the arts.
The reason we are here is so that this part of rural Idaho has a place to go and create. But beyond that, there's a whole network of support and friends. We're all a little quirky and kind of weird, and we love each other that way. And so it's a feeling of just belonging. You know, we walk in and no one's judging, and your metalsmither is going to inspire the person who's doing sculpture, and the sculptor inspires the potter, and there's just all this inspiration that goes around. And I feel a lot of artists are kind of feeling like it's just them alone against the world, and there's this huge network of artists here, and come and get involved.
Art makes you smart.